guys. Welcome back. It has been a while, I know. But okay. Time for us to finally end the Archon quest. I'll probably do all of the other things later, but I'll go to Candace's thing real quick. Okay, never mind. Genshin. Don't. Okay, good. It's not gonna bullshit me. Okay. It's taking forever to load. My computer has been pretty slow lately, but time to do this. I have been waiting for this quest to come out. I have been spoiler free. The only thing that I do know is that Scaramouche leaves this quest alive and that he'll be able to get pulled on the next banner. That's weird, but I'm wondering, how in the world does his design change? Like, are we talking...
Candace, we're here!
Okay. I am happy that I don't
Has everyone
visit our
arrived?
village much.
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Yeah, I'll probably
Please.
turn up the...
Wait a moment.
What's the matter?
Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Sure, I'll try not to. I'll totally
Okay.
not try to fight a god. Again. Okay, Akasha Pulses, the Kalpa Flame rises. Okay, I'm going to turn up my dialogue volume. Oh yeah, there's also, and by the way, if you're wondering, Preston, are you gonna pull on Nahida's banner? I'm not. Even though it is tempting, I can get Noelle constellations. I don't want to get Nahida because I won't build her. Yeah, having an insanely powerful Dendro unit that is just practically Dendro Traveler, but like insane, would be amazing. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is, I can't even build Cole right. What the f makes you think I can actually build Nahida right? I don't know how... Oh my goodness, my headphones have been messing up recently, and I don't know why. I probably need to...
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
They are, through intense...
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you
just
ready?
been doing commissions. We can start now.
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
It should, right? Right?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
We don't know the plan. Like, the player doesn't know it. I think. I don't think we're gonna get to know. I'm just gonna play it. Like, I just want to see Trevor just rip Scaramouche out of the fucking mech and just throw him down to the ground and say, yo! And just have him drop his sword down and just start wailing on him. Like, if we're not going to kill Scaramouche off, I want to see the Traveler just beat the shit out of him. Not with the sword, with the hands, okay? I think the Traveler can give someone the hands. I don't know. We hadn't seen him fight hand to hand. We only seen him fight sword to hand. Blunt trauma weapon. Ugh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch back to the crane pet because
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care.
I think Dia is gonna come on like 3.5.
Well,
she
Traveler,
gives me that vibe.
Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
Yeah.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
We'll make her move on the next Young Garba day.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
Young Garba day.
To be honest, I feel the same.
I'm probably butchering
But
that.
you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Oh, cool.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
We all know Paimon is a simp for
Candace,
Luke.
we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
Yeah, and I have you in my party.
I'm very glad to hear that.
I don't even know Candace's idols.
I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care.
I don't think Candace is hot, but like honestly, she's a really nice person, so.
You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck with everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
Aw. Wholesome. You want to know something? I feel like Mihoyo added that weird little blue thing so that the game doesn't get banned in China. Or at least so Candace could actually be allowed to be added to the game. Okay. Okay, technical difficulty.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hit them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well,
Okay,
being
I can
a
hear
scholar
myself
is
better,
also
so...
a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
A scholar of sorts.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
Oof, that's kind
This
of the
guy.
worst.
Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, I remember.
You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
It's definitely possible.
But
I'm sorry if I
Paimon
sound
thought that
extremely
Irminsul's
loud.
disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do?
We must
This
tell
is huge!
We must tell Nahida about this as soon as possible.
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
She said the key to saving Irminsul is contained within the remaining consciousness.
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces.
That's right.
To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Aramite base.
Oh yeah, we're kind of friends with the Aromites. I don't want okay. I wonder what 3.3 is going to have. I only really covered the story of Genshin Impact. Nothing more, really. And I know that I probably should do the story quest. I'm just kind of burnt out on them. But I can do the Archon quest all day. Like, the Archon quest storyline is, like, my favorite part of the game. Yeah, some cutscenes are kind of a drag, but hey, like, the story's fun. Especially the Sumeru one. That one's really good. Colley's little semi-event I was not excited for. Like, I just... As soon as I got her, I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not staying. And I feel bad for the fools that subject themselves to reading every teensy bit of dialogue inside the Archon quest. I feel bad for them. Why do you subject yourself to that pain? I think I only skimmed through some of it.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious.
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with... Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
Me? Why me? Why
Do
the
you
random
believe
blonde
we can
guy?
save
That's
Lesser Lord
sweet.
Kusanali?
Okay. What I may lack in faith, I'll make up with my actions.
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
Oh my goodness.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
That is true.
Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements.
Sure, okay.
Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud.
Come on, why don't we get to hear Zach's voice?
It's done.
work? What a fascinating experience.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
Is Zach Aguilar just too expensive? Like, are like the Traveler's voice actors just too expensive for Mahoyo or something, and that's why the Traveler barely ever gets to speak?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what
I
was the point
really
of doing
wanna
this?
hate them, bro. He dies.
Paimon doesn't get it.
Yes. Like,
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders.
I could see that.
And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
I don't know. Don't ask me, Pamo.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Okay.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Okay. Let's go to Caravan Rebat. And as I said, I'm going to leave this thing behind. It's ready now, bitch. Let's go into this whole brain. Oh my goodness, I'm just looking at my notes. Because I have nothing about. Okay. Shield. It's time to go over here. Not choke on a dinosaur and listen to this talk.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Al-Hitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Question mark?
Wait! how can we work with the guards?
Aren't
We
they
can't
gonna
get through
pull
that
a
wall
Nahida
easily,
with us, or
remember?
at least-
Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
If there's no other way.
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
You should respect the determination of Ramen and his company.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well,
No, I don't
now
wanna
that you've
play
put
again.
it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
I like Ramen. He's cool. I like him.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Guys, today we're gonna end the first episode of my return, and I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy the upcoming episodes, because I have been waiting for this to come out and finally get to beat the shit out of that little scrunkly bitch going to Scaramouche. Even though I'm kind of sad that I can't take his own life, I at least happy to get the shit. Dottore, you're next, buff. So I'm going to turn down my music volume because I do not want to ruin your ears. I'm going to turn on SFX. So guys, see you later. Goodbye.